Yo, what's up guys? Luke Callaghan, the Disc Golf Kid here, and I'm joined by Bartholomew.
Hey guys, good to be here. Thanks for having me, Luke.
Yeah, no problem. So we're gonna be looking at the Cedar doubles today. It was a great time. We had a great card, some very talented players. And yeah, Philip, do you want to say anything before the round?
Yeah, we had a good round. We had a really good card. All the young guns all in one card. It should be a really fun time.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Philip Bartholomew here. We got my boy Tough. We got Luke Callaghan. We got Evan Smith. Tearing up here at Cedar Hills. Follow me on Instagram, Philip_Bartholomew.
Yep, you have to give myself a shout out.
And this is Evan, hole 10, 245 feet. I think everyone's throwing putter here. He just sawed his off a little too early.
Yeah, a little first hole jitters. That's not a big deal.
Yeah, I was throwing my Nova here, and I let that go right where I wanted, just a little too much hyzer. It kind of rode the hyzer a little more than I was.
It looked how you wanted to throw it. It just never flipped up.
Yeah. And this is Tucker. I think he was throwing Nova too.
Yep, he's throwing Nova here, and he puts
a great
the
move
stank on it. Good move.
It's a great shot.
Peers it right down the middle. That's textbook right there.
So were you giving this an ace run?
Well, yeah, I was trying to get a little crazy.
Yeah.
More than not, and
hyzer flip, just a little too much hyzer maybe. It looked like it was flipping over just on the left side.
It was kind of the shot that I was looking for, just like you. Just kind of missed the line a little bit, but it felt good out of the hand. No big deal. Tucker's up there.
So I was just laying that up so that my partner Evan can give this a run, and he was debating whether to putt or forehand it, and he opted for the forehand. And we thought that was in, just a little too much to the right side, but that was a great shot. So we had to tap in for our par.
Here you got about 20 feet.
Routine birdie.
Yep.
It's a great birdie. And then I'm tapping in for our par. And then hole 11, really a spike hyzer.
Not a spike hyzer. It's more.
Not a spike hyzer.
It's 288 feet. It's playing uphill, so you're throwing a good 310 feet. Me and Tucker are each throwing our zones. Tucker put it real close. I'm trying to give this a little bit of a bid. A little early, but it was a good shot.
Yeah. I stepped up here with a Thunderbird, and I just threw it way too early. Was trying to do similar to what y'all did, except more hyzer, and just threw too early. But luckily, Evan was behind me. He threw his gator. That's 25 feet.
Yeah, it's
that
good
was a
reaction
great shot.
off the rocks there.
Yeah,
good
for
skip.
Sure. And that's another good birdie for you guys. This is Evan from like 20, 25 feet. Just a little too much.
Yeah, he's a solid putter.
Right
that was just a little hiccup for him.
Yep, and so I'm from about 20, 25 feet.
Yeah, that's a great putt.
Thank you. And then this, was he throwing his buzz or comet here?
This should be a comet. It might be a buzz, though. Either way, they're very similar. He has a beat-up buzz he throws. And I'm throwing the comet here. And you know what? It didn't stand up all the way, but it did work out, and it got a little reverse skip and got all the way down there.
Yeah, that was a great reaction off the ground. And then this is Evan. He's throwing Mako here. Just a little too much turn.
Yep, comes over top of it just a little bit and kind of rides down the right side of the fairway.
And I'm throwing Leopard here. I thought I put it right where I wanted. I just put it a little too high, so I didn't get the turn that I was looking for.
It just needed a little more time, and that would have been all the way down there.
And I was trying to do the same thing I did on the first hole and just give a layup so that my partner could run it. Just threw it a little bit too high, but
looks like Evan's going to play a safe layup here.
And it was a good reaction off that tree, too.
Yeah, that'll be easy. Move on to the next one.
This is you guys from about 20 feet.
This putt's not a joke, though, because Tucker's making light work of about 20 feet.
Yep. Tucker was on fire today.
Yeah, Tucker was playing really well. He brought his A game for sure.
Do you know what he threw on this hole?
He threw his Champion Destroyer. I actually gave him that disc.
This hole is bomber. This probably plays 530.
Yeah, it's 415. It's playing every bit of 5+.
It's a bomb.
Yeah, the shot here is to play a hyzer flip. If you can penetrate the right side, that would. There's some trees over there you want to just filter through. I sawed mine off. I was going big.
Yeah, that was
what do you got in your hand here?
I had a Star Destroyer here,
okay.
And I put a good move on it for me. Nothing close to what you guys were doing, but I was
don't
proud
sell
of
yourself short. That's a great shot there. And so Evan looks like he's going.
Yeah,
I mean, you put him in the middle. He's going big
here. Yep. And this was ripped. That was.
This is the shot here. You want to turn it over into these trees and he just didn't filter. It's unfortunate, but you're still right in the middle, up and down for an easy birdie.
And I threw my Nova here. I just put a little bit too much power behind it.
It looks good from that angle.
Yeah, it looked parked, but it just a little bit too far. This is Evan with his Nova.
He looks like he makes a correction maybe and throws it a little more soft.
We had about 20 feet, I think.
Tucker kind of shanked that one out of his hand, but that'll be okay. I think I can get up and down from here. It's just about 110 feet or so.
This was your zone, right?
Yep, just a little zone flick.
And that's a great shot.
Flex it in there.
That's parked. So this was Evan for our.
Were you all the way at the fence out your Nova?
I was, yeah.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. So and he's throwing his Nova again.
Yep, Tucker, he gets over on this one, but he just finds some love. Yeah, like I said on the tee, where's the love? And so I'm trying to not miss right.
Was this your APX?
Yeah, this is my APX, and so I made sure I didn't miss right.
Miss left.
Miss left.
This is me with my Nova. I put this right where I wanted. I was really proud of that. Maybe a little bit too low, but at the same time, you don't want to go high because there's a huge hill behind the basket.
Yeah, you don't want to go too far, so that was probably the right play there.
Yep. And this Nova rode that hyzer so far.
He just maybe needed a little flatter on his drive, but that's okay.
For sure.
We've got about 30 feet here.
This is a big putt because y'all are on a roll right now.
Yeah, and we're trying to keep that roll going, so.
That's with your Challenger?
Yeah,
that's
got
a great putt,
the CT Challengers. They're really good, stiff.
Yeah.
Stiff putters. And there you go. Star frame on 14 is pretty good.
And then just again got a little too much ante on his Nova there. But y'all had about 50 feet from that lie, probably?
Yeah, probably so. And I'm a little upset about my last drive on the last hole, and I throw this, and I think this is great.
That looked so good.
I just threw it a little too low, and it caught some roots.
This hole's only playing about 260, I would say, downhill.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, how far did it? I don't remember how far this hole is. I think it's probably.
It's 315.
315. Okay, yeah, it's probably playing like 280.
Yeah.
Tops.
And so again, we're all throwing Novas, and Phil's throwing his APX. Again, that Nova just stayed on that hyzer for so long, and that was a good putt from Tucker. And were you trying to make this?
We're really looking to make this. Oh okay. Yeah, we want this one really bad. And
that was a great bid.
Wasn't short. Can't be disappointed about that. We thought we were a little closer.
This is Evan from about 35, maybe 40. And he cashes it.
Yeah,
that was a great putt. That was a good momentum switch for us.
And we've got probably about like 20 feet left here.
Yep, good tap in. Not tap in, but good putt.
It should be a tap in.
Hole 16. I'm trying to turn over a TL up the hill. I just put it a little bit too down the middle. I wanted to ride it on the left side a little bit more.
This is a really difficult hole to throw a backhand on. As you can see, Evan's whipping out the forehand. And
he just let this go a little bit too high. It was turning over.
That's basically what you're looking for, is just to get a forehand turned over and let it flex up the hill and just take a little skip up to the basket.
And this was his Comet, I think, right?
Yeah, Tucker's throwing the Comet here. And
he did kind of the same thing I did, just a little too straight down the middle.
That would be the miss on this hole. You want to get it up right. The basket's up the hill there by the trees.
What are you throwing here?
I got a Z-Force.
That's a great shot.
That's really what you're looking for, flexing. Yeah, that's a good run.
Good skip, yeah. Good reaction off the ground. I was just laying up here so that Evan can give this a nice run.
Yeah, this is a super tricky upshot.
Yeah, it's kind of a hyzer jump putt, and Evan gave that a really good bid.
Oh man, yeah, that was a really good bid from where he was.
For sure.
And we've got some trick putts, turbo, under the leg. Wow, all right.
Hole 17.
Now this is a difficult hole.
This is a super tight gap off the tee.
It opens up right after you get off the tee, which is
for sure.
Which
that
makes
gap,
it.
You can't see how tight that is. There's so many trees on each side of there. If you hit one of them,
you're pretty much you're in jail. You're gonna have to have a tricky upshot. We're not making it look any easier.
Exactly. We're making this look.
So we're 2 for 2 on the trees. 3 for 3. Make it 4 for 4. Take you to Wendy's, get you a snack, maybe a bogey if you like it. What you got here?
Well, Evan was throwing his gator, I think, trying to get a nice little anti-flex out of it. just sawed it off a little too early.
Yep, just catches an early tree.
So I made the correction. I went a flippy disc, and I just took the gap just to get us in the fairway and give us a chance for our par.
Yep, that was a good play there.
And we had about 40 feet left after that, which is still not great. But
nope, we've got about 60 feet here.
Yep.
A little uphill.
And you're running this, right?
Oh, big time.
And that's a great
just
putt.
Didn't get it all the way there.
That was really close. And then Tucker, you're under the basket, so he's for sure giving this a run. Get in. Oh my gosh, another one off the cage.
Can't say we didn't try.
Those are two great putts. Evan from about 40 with his P2.
This would be big.
Just off the top band. That was a great putt from Evan. And so I'm thinking give this a good run because he's under the basket.
What are you putting with here?
A McPro AVR.
All right.
And I just left it low.
Yep, just a little low. That'll happen on those long uphill putts sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh,
dab.
with the sneeze dab.
Styling.
Keeping up with the kids.
Hole 18, this plays every bit of 380, I'd say.
Yeah, it's uphill. I'd probably say it's playing
4 maybe.
It's probably playing close to 380. I'm not sure if it's actually 380 feet in distance, but it definitely plays that. I'm throwing an XS.
It's a fairway driver, right?
It's a fairway driver. It just didn't flip up, and I paid the price. I hit a tree on the left side.
Yep. And this is Evan with a rock 3 on a 380-foot hole.
Yes, that was a smash.
Got some tree love. That's about 25.
That was a decent reaction off the tree,
Yeah, that was a great shot. And I'm throwing a ESP nuke. I just put a little bit too much ante on it. It's a flippy one. I meant to put a little bit of hyzer, just didn't get any hyzer.
Here's Tucker with his zone.
And that's a good up.
Yep, a great up shot.
Now you can give this a run.
Yep, trying to put this in.
Is this your zone too?
Yep.
You've been loving that zone today.
Yeah, this is a great Z zone that I have. Nice and flat. And I just pulled it a little bit.
Just a little bit left. Definitely had the power to get there.
Yeah, I wasn't going to be sure, that's for sure.
And that's Evan for his solo birdie.
That's a great putt. Great drive.
Yep. Dead center.
I got
with the bag
Luke here,
on for 15
with the
feet.
bag on, trying to distract me.
Got the Raz going on.
Got the Raz.
Hole 1. This definitely plays 217. There's a huge hill behind the basket that you can't really see. It's a tough hole. It's a small gap for...
Yeah, it's a pretty tight gap, and you want to really play it low. Now, see, you're going high here, and what are you throwing?
I threw a Zephyr there, Star Zephyr.
Right, so it's a good slow speed disc. You're not really going to go too far, but
and I missed my gap there, as you can see, but it still got down, so I was pretty happy with it.
Right.
And this
Tucker
was his
saws
Nova.
off that Nova a little bit. Actually, that got down there a good ways, though.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
And I've got my APX here. You just want to throw a nice low shot that just crests the hill and scoots down there, and this is exactly what you're looking for.
That's a great shot. That's perfect. You want to hit the ground there so that you can just skip barely over the hill.
Yep.
Which, as you can see, that's exactly what happened.
Evan's here about 23, 24 feet.
Spit out.
Straight chain out. That's unfortunate.
So I'm putting.
That'll really work you sometimes.
Got in my head a lot.
And it just gets in your head a little. That's unfortunate. That should have caught the first one.
So hole 2 is, I think everyone's throwing putters there also. It's downhill, 316 feet, probably plays 280.
Yeah, probably like 280. And Tucker hits the right tree. That's pretty much the tree you got to beat to get down there.
Right.
I've got a Crystal Challenger here.
Okay.
And
that's an overstable one. That's beefy.
Yeah, it's a pretty beefy one, to be honest. And that was a little sawed off, but it's down there.
Right.
What you got in your hand here?
I threw a P2, a Sky God P2, the Simon Lizotte ones.
Nice.
I just didn't put enough power on it. It came up a little short. I thought it was still going to be really good.
And I assume that we've got another P2 from Evan.
That's an S-line P2 from Evan.
Now that's the ideal shot.
Yeah,
you push it out wide and let it hyzer in nice.
For sure.
And turbo from yourself.
Yes, sir.
Tucker's got about 25, 28 feet here.
Judge?
And he, with the Judge, he snags that outside chain.
He's putting so well. Hole 3, 261, probably plays 280, maybe 290.
Yeah, this hole is probably playing, almost close to 300. It's really uphill. This is a tricky shot out of the gap because you want to be hyzer flipping up the middle.
For sure.
I've got my Comet here.
Okay. Is that what Tucker threw as well?
I'm not exactly sure what Tucker threw. He may have thrown a Comet or a Buzz.
And that's looking good, just a little bit too far down the left side of the fairway.
Yep, a little early out of my hand. The right type of shot, the wrong line.
And this is Evan here.
Do you know what Evan's throwing?
I think he's throwing his Mako.
Okay. And he has the same type of shot.
Exact same. It was flipping up, just too far down to the left side.
Yep,
And
just a little early. And what
I was working off that. I was throwing a leopard. I just threw it a little bit too high, but I hit the gap.
So you hit the gap.
Yep.
You're getting yourself in position here. You've actually got a really good look from
kick
here.
off that tree too.
We're in a really tough spot. You can see that tree's really in the way.
It's about 60 feet.
Yeah, I would say it's in the 60, 70 foot range.
That was a good layup from Tucker too, to give you a chance to run this.
And I'm really trying to run this.
And that was a really good run. I thought that was in when it left your hand.
And you've got about 35,
35 feet, 40
I think. Maybe uphill. This is picture perfect. Great putt.
Thank you.
We got a slow knot mez. Here we go. No spin, no flutter
in that putter. Oh, I was very happy with that because we were on a roll at that point. Besides for hole 1.
This is a really tricky backhand hole.
Yeah, it's a really tough backhand hole. Evan made it look way easier than it is.
Yeah, that's not usually how easy this hole
looks. The gap is so hard for a turnover. So I was throwing a flick rat. I just pulled it really high and left. I was trying to just keep that rat straight.
And Tucker's flicking his Thunderbird here.
Thunderbird, okay.
He also pulls it a little bit. And I'm going to show you exactly what you want to do here. You want to put it out on the right side and get a nice flex. And yep, that's pretty much ideal for this hole.
That's parked. Great shot. So both teams are going to have a tap-in birdie here.
Oh, another slow knot mez. And
more like a non-follow flight.
Slicing up the fairway. Wish you could do that every time.
Yep. I mean, you can probably do that every time.
You try.
Mortals. That was a great shot. Did that hit the pole?
I probably scooted right past it. We've both got about 5-10 feet. Tucker makes easy work of that.
And then hole 5, this is another bomb. This probably plays 4.
Yeah, I would say this is playing 380, 304. You're throwing probably a driver off the tee. I'm throwing an Avenger. What are you throwing here?
I'm throwing my Destroyer here again, the same one I threw on hole 13. Just trying to keep it straight up the middle. I just put it a little too far down the right side, a little grip locked, and we have like 100 feet for our upshot.
All right, here's Tucker. He's got
Thunderbird in his hand.
Thunderbird, yep. He splits the gap. You go around that oak in the middle.
That's great. That's really what you want to do here.
That is picture perfect for this hole.
For sure. What'd you throw here?
My pink Avenger.
Okay.
It's
oh, that was looking good.
I hit the tree in the middle, the one you want to miss.
Little kiss off that tree. I was throwing my Zephyr here, just trying to get it close so he could run it, and I just completely threw it low and into the tree.
Just came out of the hand a little early.
This is him with his gator.
And this is a great looking.
And that was really great
upshot.
Shot. Yep. We had about 10 feet.
Tucker's probably working with about 20, 23 feet here.
Yep, he makes those.
It's a great putt. He is feeling it today.
Yeah, he's on fire.
This hole, you almost want to say is a must-get. Tucker misses
Was that his challenger?
Yeah, he was meaning to go to the right side. He just sawed it off a little bit.
Yep.
I threw kind of how I wanted to, just a little low, and I'm catching that tree to the right of the basket. That was another Crystal Challenger.
Okay.
Evan is showing you what you want to do.
I think Evan threw his P2 here.
Yeah, it looks like it. You want to get a little bit of height on it, which he did, and just let it fade in.
I was showing my Nova. I tried to give it an ace run, just pulled it a little bit too far to the right,
just
as you
a
hear me
little too much Anheuser.
Or put it on Anheuser.
We've got about 35 feet here.
Yep.
And Tucker
that's a great putt, just really unlucky.
He makes it, but the basket didn't take it.
Yep.
And I really wanted this, and
that was a great putt too.
I didn't miss
little
low.
Jumper.
Yep.
Was that about 35?
I would say it was about 35. Y'all, what do you got?
It's another tap-in solo
20, 15 feet. Yep. Evan's really doing well.
Yep.
Oh, don't miss. All right, take care of it.
Hole 7. This is a must-get hole. It's really just a putter over the water. Evans was looking great, just a little bit too deep, but it's a great shot.
Yep, that'll work. Give you about 25, 30 feet or so.
And I was throwing my Nova here. I thought I put that right where I wanted, just kept turning over. I thought that was going to have a nice little
the only problem with this hole is if you do that and you get up under that tree to the right of the basket, you just have a really tough time.
Exactly.
Now, Tucker's doing the play that we all want to do, which is throwing the hyzer at it, and he just doesn't get it right enough off the tee.
A little too straight at the basket.
And I see that, and I make the correction for him.
Did you throw it with your zone?
I threw my zone here.
Get in the hole. That's parked. That's a great shot. Nothing can ruin that shot.
Nope, that'll
this is me
work.
From about 20. My putting was not on today, but I stayed in bounds, so my partner can give it a full run. And luckily, Evan is on point with his putting.
Yep, he is actually a really solid player.
He's so good.
On the putting green. Oh,
this is the best long putter in Raleigh. If
I've never seen him miss.
I've never seen him miss outside 100 feet.
Never, ever. Oh?
Oh no.
Bob West.
Bob, what have you done?
Well,
it was
now
close.
I guess he's the second best putter in Raleigh.
Me obviously being the first.
So we've got Evan here, hole 8. This is a tricky hole. You either play low skip through the left side or you're going over the top.
And I was going Mako turnover. I've been loving that Mako for my turnover mids recently. And I threw that right
incredible.
where I wanted. I think we had about 20 feet.
Yeah, this hole, it takes a good shot and a little bit of luck, and you've got...
I'm guessing Tucker threw his Comet there?
Yep, he threw his Comet, and he gets a love.
Oh, that was a great
lot of love
kick.
there.
For sure.
I'm trying to skip mine in here.
Was that your force again?
This is my force again.
Okay.
And that wasn't going to be terrible until it hit that.
Yeah, that was looking good. Just maybe a little too low?
Yeah, a little too low. And we've got about 50.
40,
yeah, probably 50.
That's a great putt. That's a great
And this is a tricky putt. You've got leaves in the way. You're really battling this weird ceiling. And
I just missed again. My putting...
Yeah, that was a real tricky putt. Let's see. Evan gets down on the knee.
Evan from a knee.
And he's just displaying how good of a putter he is.
Yeah, he's really does not miss.
Hole 9's playing really uphill.
Is this his Thunderbird?
Yeah, this is Thunderbird again.
Probably plays 380 here.
Yeah, 360, 380, somewhere in that range.
And that was a great shot.
You want to hang it out over the road. Just let it skip off the road, ideally.
You're throwing your Avenger here,
I threw my Avenger here. This is an overstable Avenger. Just didn't get it right enough, but that'll work.
That's a great shot.
About 30 feet left.
Yeah.
What do you got right here?
I was throwing my Destroyer again because I don't have the power to throw fairway drivers there.
Oh, you put a really good move on that.
I just put it a little bit too high. Maybe not enough ante. I was about 20 short and 20 left. Evan threw his Destroyer. He was hoping for a little flip up there, just didn't get it. Uphill, it's not going to flip as much as you think.
Yeah, and that's okay. What do y'all got here? About like 35 feet, 40 feet?
And so we were taking my drive. Evan... For the birdie, chain out. Just a little bit too much on the left side.
Tucker's probably got about 25 feet here.
Yep, he hasn't missed that all day.
And he does.
Cash.
All right.
And tapping in my bag.
Looks like y'all are going to take a bogey.
Yep, that's going to be our bogey. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Leave a like, comment. Phil, you want to say anything?
Yeah, Luke, I really appreciate you having me on your channel. This was a really good time, and I really enjoyed our round. These are 2 solid rounds, 42 and a 45.
For sure.
Keep it up, brother.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, Philip is actually my disc golf coach. He's the guy who got me into disc golf. Without him, I would probably not be where I am right now. So thank you, Phil.
Absolutely, anytime.
Yep, it was a great round. We had great card mates, Tucker and Evan, and you really all played amazing. I wish my putting was a little bit better so I could help my teammate. I'm sure Evan's back was sore after that day.
Well, we'll have many more rounds to count.
Yeah,
I'm sure you'll shine.
Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.